So we are reading from the Bhagavad-Gita. So text number 49 and text number 50. So first we'll read text number 49 together. So and then I will read text number 50 also. Mate vyatama chavimuda bhavo Tristva rupam goramitrin mamedam Vyapeta viprita manapunastvam Tadeva me rupamidam prapasya Ma, let it not be. Te, unto you. Vyatha, trouble. Ma, let it not be. Cha, also. Vimudhavava, bewilderment. Tristva, by seeing. Rupam, form. Ghoram, horrible. Idrik, as it is. Mama, my. Idam, this. Vyapetabhin, free from all fear. Pritamana, pleased in mind. Puna, again. Tvam, you. Tat, that. Eva, thus. Me, my. Rupam, form. Idam, this. Prapasya, just see. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. Translation. You have been perturbed and bewildered by seeing this horrible feature of mine. Now let it be finished. My devotee, be free again from all disturbances. With a peaceful mind, you can now see the form you desire. Purport. In the beginning of Bhagavad-Gita, Arjuna was worried about killing Bhishma and Drona, his worshipful grandfather and master. But Krishna said that he need not to be afraid of killing his grandfather. When the sons of Dhritarashtra tried to disrobe Draupadi in the assembly of the Kurus, Bhishma and Drona were silent. And for such negligence of duty, they should be killed. Krishna showed his universal form to Arjuna just to show him that these people were already killed for their own lawful action. That scene was shown to Arjuna because devotees are always peaceful and they cannot perform such horrible actions. The purpose of the revelation of the universal form was shown. Now Arjuna wanted to see the forearm form, and Krishna showed him. A devotee is not much interested in the universal form, for it does not enable one to reciprocate loving feelings. Either a devotee wants to offer his respectful, worshipful feelings, or he wants to see the two-handed form, two-handed Krishna form, so that he can reciprocate in loving service with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Om Ajnanatimidantasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chaksuran Miritam Yanam Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Sayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Sapadantikam Bandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Sirupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitantam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parjana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandho Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastade Tapta Kanchana Gaudangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sudhe Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatrubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Cha Paditanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So here Krishna very mercifully speaking to Arjuna, reciprocating with Arjuna, his dear devotee, who was bewildered, disturbed by seeing the universal form. To some extent also, some fear was there. But we should understand that these emotions which are seen in Arjuna, like being bewildered, perturbed, even fearful, these are transcendental emotions. Because Krishna is in the center. Because Arjuna's love for Krishna. So it is mentioned in Nectar of Devotion that there is one sthai bhav, there is a permanent mood, relationship towards Krishna. Just like the inhabitants of Braj Vrindavan. So there is Madhurya bhav, that is a sthai bhav, the conjugal relationship between Krishna and his most beloved, the gopis. And then Vatsalya bhav or ras or rati, the parental feelings, as Maria Yashoda, the elderly gopis, Nanda Baba, the elderly gopas, they have towards Krishna. And then Sakhya ras or bhav, the friendly relationship as friends, Sudam, Sridam, Madhumangal, Arjun, Stoka Krishna and so on. So they are the best friends of Krishna. And then Dasya bhav, servitorship. But even there, so there is loving relationship between Krishna and Krishna's servants. So, and Arjuna, as we know, Pandavarjuna, so he is a friend, he is a very good friend of Krishna. Best friend, the best friends. So Sakhya bhav is there. Even they are related. So Sambandha is there. Sambandha bhav, so they are related according to the family. So that is known as sthai bhav, the permanent relationship with Krishna. Like the gopis, Krishna is my beloved. Maria Yashoda thinks Krishna is my son. And so Krishna's friend Arjuna, he feels that Krishna is my best friend. That is the permanent ecstasy, the permanent relationship, the permanent bhav. So, but then there are different emotions which are there. They are known as sanchari bhav, vyabhichari bhav. And it is explained there are 33. So just like here, being perturbed, being bewildered, sometimes being fearful, being sad, and then being happy, being distressed. So these bhavs, so they are coming and going. So that we should clearly understand. So so whereas of the devotees, the different bhavs which may be there. So whereas the non-devotees, so who are not serving Krishna, they have these different bhavs also. but that is material. They become angry. They're sometimes happy, sometimes distressed. These are material emotions. So here is encouraging, Krishna is encouraging Arjuna and saying that to him that you should be free from all these disturbances. So with a peaceful mind, you can now see the form you desire. Everyone wants to be peaceful in this world. Shanti. Everyone wants Shanti. So, and Krishna himself in the 5th chapter, he was explaining how we can get peace. At the end of the chapter, Bhaktarang ekatapasam sarvalokam maheshwaram suriram sarvabhutanam gyatvam shantim richati. If one understands that Krishna is Bhaktaram, he is the enjoyer of everything. He is the enjoyer. He is the supreme enjoyer. He is the only enjoyer actually. The ultimate enjoyer. So if we recognize that and if we give pleasure to Krishna for his enjoyment, then we can also enjoy in relation to him. Bhaktaranga Gitapasam. So yagyas and tapasya, sacrifices and austerities have to be performed for his pleasure. And then we have to understand Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. Maha Ishwar is the greatest controller. There are many controllers, but the greatest is Krishna. So he's the controller of all the worlds. Deva Deva, Jagat Pate. He's the Lord of the Lord. He's the God of the gods. So many demigods are there. But he's the God of all of them. The Lord of all of them. Suriram Sarabhubhutanam is the friend of all the living entities. He's everyone's best friend. In this material world, you may have friends. In the relationship in this world, sometimes it is for the whole life, if one is fortunate. But many times, for some reason, the relationship may break. But the spiritual relationships, they are eternal with Krishna, even amongst the pure devotees. Therefore we say the relationship with the spiritual master is eternal. Just like Krishna is the best friend. Dina Bandhu. Bandhu is the Bandhu, the friend of the Deen, those who are destitute, those who are in difficulty. So similarly, the spiritual master is also Dina Bandhu. He's also the friend of the conditioned souls. So eternally. So we have to come to this platform, the spiritual platform, and then we can understand, then we can realize, then we can appreciate, then we can see the real relationship, eternal relationship with Sri Guru, with the spiritual master. And then by his mercy, we can understand our relationship with Krishna, permanent relationship with Krishna. So then, when we are on that platform, then we can achieve peace. Then we will be peaceful. Shantimam richati. Gyatva shantim richati. When one is understanding this, then one can achieve peace. So the devotees are most of the time peaceful. Only sometimes, so as explained here, or we can see in the lives of the devotees, that in the spiritual realm and even in this realm, so sometimes by the Lord's arrangement, so then there's these different feelings are there, and then sometimes some distress may be there. But when Krishna is in the center, then it is transcendental. So this universal form which he was seeing, it is wonderful, and he really appreciated, and he was awestruck. He was struck with wonder. Such a huge form, and he was seeing everything there in this universal form. Sasra Shesha Purashaha Sasraksha Sahasrapad. So the universal form with thousands of shirsha, thousands of heads, thousands of eyes, arms, feet, and so on. And everything situated in that universal form. But then he was desiring, because with this form there is no relationship, there is no exchange with this universal form. So that is to show the greatness of the Lord, and that everything is situated in Him and is situated everywhere. But there is no relationship there, loving relationship. Even with the Paramatma, the super soul, who is accompanying the individual soul, while the individual soul, the jiva, is in this material world. So when this material world is manifested, so Paramatma is situated in everyone's heart, even in the atom. So those who are advanced, the yogis, even the devotees, they can appreciate Paramatma. And there is some kind of relationship is there. Reciprocation may be there. Paramatma is guiding, and we may thank Paramatma for guiding us. And in purified consciousness, then some loving sentiments are there. But that relationship is also not permanent. That relationship is only as long as this material world is there. Because when the material world is destroyed, or is the different universes are destroyed, when Shiva is performing the Tandav Nritya at the end of the allotted time, so then everything is destroyed and entering into ultimately Mahavishnu. So first Garbhodaksha Vishnu, and then all the universes are entering into Mahavishnu. And all the living entities, and then Kshirodaksha Vishnu, Garbhodaksha Vishnu, they are entering into Mahavishnu. And then even Mahavishnu, so is entering into Mahashankarshan in the spiritual realm. And then this material existence is not there. It becomes aprakat, unmanifested, till the Lords want it to be manifested again by His will. And then Mahavishnu is appearing, and then Purushavatars, so then the Garbhodaksha, Kshirodaksha, Vishnu again appearing. So as long as the material world exists, so the Paramatma is there, accompanying the jiva, the soul, individual soul, trying to guide the soul to come to spiritual life, to the real life, in relationship to Bhagavan, and not to Paramatma or the universal form, but the real relationship that is with Krishna, or with Vishnu, Narayan, or Ramchandra. So therefore Arjuna, he wanted to see again the two-armed form of Krishna, Shyam Sundar. But just to show that he is non different from Vishnu, who is accepted as Bhagavan, as the Lord. So after showing the universal form, then Krishna manifested four-armed form, just to impress upon everyone that he is Bhagavan, the Supreme Lord. Because as Krishna, not everyone was acknowledging that he is Bhagavan. So in this way, then he satisfied the desire of Arjuna. So by showing ultimately his two-armed form, which is most enchanting, most beautiful. And then Arjuna, he was fully satisfied. And here, so Prabhupada also in the purport mentioned that that everything actually was then happening according to Krishna's plan. And that all these warriors who were not abiding by dharma, they were killed. And he was mentioning also Bhishma and Drona. Because when Draupadi was disgraced in the assembly, when there was a gambling match between the Kauravas and the Pandavas, then the Pandavas lost everything. And then they grabbed Draupadi and they tried to disrobe her. So that was an insult to her, to the Pandavas. And actually because of that, ultimately, so then even these great warriors, Bhishma and Drona, they had to be killed. So of course Bhishma is a great personality, is also known as Mahajan, one of the Mahajans. Mahajan, great personality, who are actually abiding by dharma and who are teaching dharma. But due to his vow, he had taken that he will stay in Hastinapura till the end of his life, so he was obliged to be with the Kauravas, although he didn't want, because he knew that the Kauravas, Duryodhana was against the Pandavas, against Krishna, and Bhishma was a devotee also. He understood that Krishna is the Supreme Lord and the Pandavas are his dear devotees. But due to the circumstances he was obliged to fight, and therefore he was to be killed by the arrangement of Krishna. But even his being killed, so that was glorious, as we know. So when all this was finished, so then of course the Pandavas, so they were victorious and they got back the kingdom. So here Krishna is encouraging Arjuna and blessing Arjuna, and of course ultimately to show the whole world his actual position as the Supreme Lord. And that the highest form is actually the two-armed form. So also I've been asked to recite the next verse and purport, so I will do that, and I'll speak a little bit about the next verse and purport, and then we will stop. Sanjaya vacha ityajunam vasudeva satoktva sakam rupam dashayam ashabuya ashvasayam ashachabitam menam bhutva puna somya vapur mahatma. Translation. Sanjay said to Dhritarashtra, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, having spoken thus to Arjuna, displayed his real four-armed form and at last showed his two-armed form, thus encouraging the fearful Arjuna. Purport. When Krishna appeared as the son of Vasudeva and Devaki, he first of all appeared as four-armed Narayan. But when he was requested by his parents, he transformed himself into an ordinary child in appearance. Similarly, Krishna knew that Arjuna was not interested in seeing a four-armed form. But since Arjuna asked to see this four-armed form, Krishna also showed him this form again and then showed himself in this two-armed form. The word Somya Vapu is very significant. Somya Vapu is a very beautiful form. It is known as the most beautiful form. When he was present, everyone was attracted simply by Krishna's form, and because Krishna is the director of the universe, he just banished the fear of Arjuna, his devotee, and showed him again his beautiful form of Krishna. In the Brahma Samhita it is stated, Premanjana Churida Bhakti Vilochanena. Only a person whose eyes are smeared with the ointment of love can see the beautiful form of Krishna. So a famous verse from the Brahma Samhita, the prayers of Lord Brahma, who has mentioned Ishvara Parma Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. The Krishna is Parameshwar. Is the cause of all causes. So, and then beautiful prayers are there, all ending with the last line of Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami. Some worshipping Govinda, who is the Adipurush, the original personality. And in this verse mentioned here by Prabhupada, Premanjana Churida Bhakti Vilochanena Santa Sadeva Heriyeshu Vilokayanti Yam Shama Sundaram Achinta Gunasarupam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So Premanjana Churida Bhakti Vilochanena. So those devotees whose eyes are anointed with love, Premanjana, so they can see the form of Shama Sundar Krishna. Santa Sadeva Hridayeshu Vilokayanti Hridayeshu, in the heart they will see the form of Shama Sundar. Achinta Guna Sarupam. So he has so many forms, the Supreme Lord. But the original form is Krishna's form. Govinda, Shama Sundar. Of course, Krishna in Braj, he has many names according to his qualities, his relationship with his devotees, according to his pastime. So he's known as Yashodananda. He's the son of Maria Yashoda, Nanda Nandan, the son of Nanda Maharaj. Murlidhar, Murli Dhara, he's holding a flute. He's playing the flute. Gopinath is the lord of the gopis. Radhanath is the lord of Srimati Radharani. Gopal, protecting the cows, nourishing the cows. Govinda, giving pleasure to his friends, to the senses of his devotees. And Shama Sundar. Shama Sundar. Sundar is very beautiful, most beautiful, as explained here. Soumya Vapu, very beautiful form. So Krishna in Dwarka is very beautiful. And Krishna in the battlefield, he was very beautiful, most beautiful. There with the Kauravas and the Pandavas. But most beautiful form is actually Krishna's form in Braj, more beautiful than Krishna in Dwarka or Mathura. So they simultaneously one and different. So Bhav Prakash, Mathuresh and Dwarkadish, the Bhav Prakash, so expanded form of Shama Sundar, Adipurush Krishna. Ete Chamsa Kalapamsam Krishnastu Bhagavan Sayam. So Krishna in Braj is Swayam Bhagavan, and everyone else is his expanded form. So the form of Krishna in Braj is actually most beautiful, Sundar. Sundara Lala, Shama Sundar, and Shamarang. So Sham means darkish blue form, like the dark blue cloud, rain cloud, Mega Sham. So that is beautiful, beautiful color of Krishna, transcendental, Satchidananda Swarup, eternal form full of bliss and knowledge. Navagana Shamam, Dibujam Murlidharam, Lasat Pitapatam, Ramyam Sarada Purushottamam. So that Krishna is Purushottam, the greatest personality. Of course, Ramchandra is also known as Purushottam, Maryada Purushottam. But then Krishna is Lila Purushottam, performing the most wonderful pastimes. And then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Prem Purushottam. He's giving Krishna Prem. He's Krishna himself, but he came as a devotee to give Krishna Prem. Mahaprabhu is also Swayam Bhagavan. There's only two Swayam Bhagavan, that is Krishna and Mahaprabhu, who are non-different. Of course, some difference is there. Krishna is Shamrang, golden, the blackish, like the rain cloud, and Mahaprabhu is golden, because he has taken the form, the beauty the luster and the bhav of Srimati Radharani. Radha Bhavadyuti Samitam Nomi Krishna Sarupam, is Krishna Sarup. But he is taking the bhav and duty of Srimati Radharani, most beautiful form, just like Shyam Sundar. So, Shamra Mega Sham, Kanaka Jaradato, Nila Sonabjanetro, Migamanda Varabalo, Malati Kundamala, Taranavesha, Nila Pitambaresha, Smarana Nikunja Radhikar Krishna Chandra. So we remember Radha and Krishna Chandra in the Kunjas of Braj, performing their pastimes. And Krishna's color, and Radharani's color is mentioned. Kanaka, Radharani is golden, just like gold. Gaurangi, shining, effulgent. She is the effulgence of Krishna. She is the Shakti of Krishna. And Krishna, Jalada. Jalada, again another name for cloud. Jalada, that which is giving water. Jal, da, giving. Jal, water. So that is a cloud. Nila Sonabjanetro, Krishna's color, of course, different descriptions are there. So, one is there that Sonabjanetro, that the inner part of his eye, the innermost part, so that is Sonabja, it is golden, because he's seeing Radharani always. And Radharani is bluish, or the inner part of Radharani's eye. Nila, because she's seeing Krishna. And they're wearing beautiful mala, garlands, Malati Kunda mala, with fragrant flowers, especially now in the summertime. The Kunda, or Bela, Malati, white flowers, very fragrant. The other flowers now, they are not so much there in the summer. But these are the summer flowers. Of course, Krishna's in the other times, and in Braj, actually, Krishna he can go through all the seasons. They are ever present serving Krishna. So in other times he's wearing Vaijanti Mala, a garland made with 5 kinds of flowers, and then the Tulsi Manjaris are there too inside the garland. And beautiful cloth. Tarar Tararvesho, Nila Pitambaresho. Krishna is wearing yellow color cloth because he wants to be embraced by Srimati Radharani. And Radharani's color is golden, so he has yellow dhoti, golden dhoti. And Radharani wants to be embraced by Krishna, so therefore she has bluish color dress. So in this way, so the form of Shyama Sundar is most beautiful. And actually the name Shyama Sundar, that is the favorite name of the gopis. And they like to call Krishna Shyama Sundar. Sometimes they call Krishna or Yashodanandan. But the favorite name of the gopis is Shyama Sundar. And actually Krishna Braj is most beautiful. When he's there with his friends, with Mother Yashoda, most beautiful. But even actually when he was with the gopis, because of the super excellent love of the gopis, which is most exalted, at that time Krishna becomes most beautiful when he's with the gopis, who are the most beautiful damsels of Braj, the gopis. In their association, in their company, Krishna becomes most beautiful. In the transcendental realm, everything is increasing. It is unlimited. Anandam buddhivadhanam, the bliss is ever increasing. There is no limit. Similarly, the beauty of Krishna is ever increasing. In the loving exchange of his most beloved. So Krishna saw Krishna's very dear friend Arjuna. So he wanted to see that form of Krishna. Of course, during the battlefield, so it is there, and so that Krishna is there. Vasudev Krishna actually. And so he was able to see that beautiful form. Of course, So the original form is Krishna in Braj, that we should understand, and our goal is to go there, to Braj. We don't want to go to Mathura, Dwarka. And even Arjun's original form is actually there in Braj. Is there, Krishna's very dear friend Arjun. Actually in Braj he has two forms. He's one, Gop Arjun, Krishna's friend, dear friend Arjun. And at the same time he has a Pandav Arjun as a Gopi form, Arjunia Gopi. So is in two forms is there in Braj. So having loving exchange with Krishna in Braj. So that is our goal, to see Krishna's beautiful form. So we are most fortunate to be in Braj, and every day we can see the beautiful deities, Gonitai, Krishna Balaram, Radhashama Sundar. And so we should try to pray that we can see Krishna constantly. Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena Santa Sadeva Hidayeshu Vilokayanti, in our heart, or while chanting the holy names, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So that should be the goal, that we can see Krishna practically constantly, like the gopis or the gopas. So they're constantly remembering Krishna. And when they cannot see Krishna, when they are not in this association, then they are feeling separation, then they are crying out to Krishna, 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 where are you? He Radhe Brajadevike Charite Nanda Suno Kutaha. So the 6 Goswamis, they were crying in separation. Sometimes they were crying in bliss, seeing Krishna while chanting. And when Krishna is not present in the heart, before their eyes, then they're crying out to Krishna, where are you? And then Krishna again appears. So he's appearing and disappearing. And the disappearance, so that is augmenting the love of the devotees. Then they will cry out to Krishna, where are you, where are you? And then when the crying is intense, then Krishna will appear. And then the union is, and the bliss of the transcendental loving exchange with Krishna will be increased. And then again is separation, that will increase again the transcendental love of the union with Krishna. So this spiritual process is wonderful right from the beginning, and the bliss is ever increasing. But of course we have to also tolerate the separation of Krishna or the difficulties in this material world which are there. But by taking shelter of Krishna, by praying to Him, crying out to Him, and always fully engaged in devotional activities with body, mind and words, so then we are always connected to Krishna, and then ultimately we'll achieve the perfection of life, realizing Krishna's Sarup, our relationship, and then we can enter the pastimes of Krishna ultimately. So that is the goal of life. And so here, so this Bhagavad-Gita is spoken for the benefit of the conditioned souls, so that they can gradually understand the position of the Lord and their position and their relationship. Hare Krishna. Any question? Yes.
We see we are in Vrindavan, and we hear Krishna is not living in Vrindavan, he is still in Vrindavan.
Yes.
And we hear from devotees that he comes and have rasa dance and this lila we hear.
Yes.
So, and then we should try to meditate on those things that Krishna is here and he is performing his pastimes.
Yes. Yes. Definitely, ultimately we have to. So Krishna says himself in Bhagavad-Gita, Yam Yam Vapismaram Bhavantya Jantanta Kalevaram. So that whatever you remember at the time of death, so that will be your destination. So if you remember Krishna at the battlefield or in Dwarka and Mathura, then you may go there. But if you want to go to Braj, so then you have to remember Krishna in Braj. You have to remember Krishna's pastimes in Braj. And you have to remember Krishna's associates. And their bhav, how they are loving Krishna, how they are serving Krishna. So that we have to remember. Then only you can go there. So the different pastimes are there, Krishna in Braj. Ashtakalya Leela. So during the day and night what Krishna is doing, that is explained in the scriptures by the previous acharyas. And ultimately that has to be remembered. Of course, first we have to read the Bhagavata, the Chaitanya Charitamrita, and be purified in consciousness. And then we may also read, as Prabhupada has explained, the books of the previous acharyas. So they are described, the different pastimes of Krishna. So two kinds of pastimes are there. Krishna's pastimes in the spiritual world, they are known as Nitya Leela or Ashtakalya Leela, what Krishna is doing during the day and night. So that has to be ultimately remembered. And those who are advanced, they are constantly trying to remember these and hearing about these pastimes, narrating these pastimes amongst each other. Machchidamat kada prana bodhyam parasparam katyan tashamam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha, as Krishna is saying also. The devotees are discussing about our pastimes and they are taking pleasure in that. So these are the Nitya Leela, Aprakat Lila, which we have to remember. But at the same time, in the beginning, as sadhakas practice, as devotees practicing, we have to remember also the Prakat Lila, the pastimes of Krishna in this world. Krishna taking birth, Krishna then having his childhood pastimes, and then growing up, killing so many demons, and hearing about the demons being killed that will destroy actually our anatas, unwanted things, that is explained by the acharyas. So the different demons, so they represent also different anatas which may be there in our heart, which are there. And by hearing about these, Krishna killing these demons, then the anatas are destroyed. And then even it is mentioned, for example, Krishna's birth. And before that, so 6 brothers were there. They were all killed by Kamsa. And they are actually representing Kam, Krodh, Lobha, Moha, Moda, Mad, Matsarya, lust, anger, greed, illusion, madness, envy. So they have to be destroyed. And then we can actually remember Krishna properly, Krishna in Braj. So then when the anatas are destroyed by hearing about the different demons being killed, then we will be able to remember Krishna better, his beautiful form, his qualities, his pastimes. So whereas sadhaka, so we have to hear this Krishna's pastimes in Braj, and then Krishna going to Mathura and then speaking Bhagavad-Gita and living in Dwarka, that we have to hear also. But then ultimately the main focus for the advanced devotees is hearing the Ashtakalya Leela of Krishna, Krishna's pastimes during the day and night, which is performing. And Prabhupada in one purport has explained in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, which is full also of these pastimes of Krishna, with the Brijbasis, especially the Gopis, which is the highest mood. And therefore most of these literatures are in regards to the pastimes of Krishna with the Gopis. And Mahaprabhu, so he came to give Braj Bhakti, but especially also Unad Ujjala Ras, which is the Gopi Bhav. So Prabhupada has explained about by one book by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Krishna Bhavanamrit. So that is about the Ashtakalya Leela of Krishna with the Gopis. And Prabhupada has explained that the advanced devotees, they are relishing this book. So, but that is for the advanced devotees. So, in the beginning we have to read Bhagavatam, the whole Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, and maybe more than one time, 2-3 times. And then in purified consciousness, then we may read other books. Like, of course, Nectar of Devotion, Nectar of Instruction. And there's one other book by Rupa Goswami, Ujjwal Nilamani, which is explaining more about the pastime about the relationship of Krishna with the gopis. And in one place also one scholar from the West who was knowledgeable asked Prabhupada, so you have translated Ujjwal Nilamani? And Prabhupada said, no, not yet. This is only for the advanced devotees. So, but ultimately we have to become advanced if you want to go to the spiritual realm. If you want to enter Krishna's pastimes, you must be advanced, you must be pure. So, but we should be in the association of the advanced devotees, and under their guidance, we may then also study these other books eventually. And then we may hear these pastimes. So some of the pastimes are mentioned there, of course, in the Bhagavatam, in the 10th canto. Indications are there. Rasa Panchadhyay, the 5 chapters, related actually to the Ras Leela. Of course, some details are there of the Ras Leela, but then the mood is there before the Ras Leela, during the Ras Leela, and then Krishna leaving the Rasa dance, and then first Radharani and Krishna then is leaving when he's seeing that Radharani is not there. And then the gopis are feeling separation, and ultimately leaves Radharani also. So these are pastimes there which is helping us to actually get this mood of the gopis by reciting these verses of the Rasa Panchadhyay. Because different Rasilas are there, one at Vamsivat, Maharas, beginning of Kartik, then end of Kartik another Ras Leela was there. At Govardhan there's a Ras Leela. Different places Krishna performed this pastime of the Ras Leela on full moon night. So calling the gopis, and they're leaving everything to be with Krishna. And they're Krishna's most beloved, the most exalted devotees of the Lord. So Prabhupada has also explained that at one place, several times, that the devotees ultimately, in perfection, they want to dance with Krishna. And saying also, while chanting the holy names, ultimately then the advanced devotees, so they can see Krishna dancing on the tongue. So by chanting Shuddhanam, then this Krishna's form is revealed. And Krishna is not alone, he is with his devotees. And then the pastimes are there. So we have to hear about that in purified consciousness from the advanced devotees. And then we have to meditate. And then we may enter then the pastimes after giving up the body. So that is a process. But gradually we have to see that we can adopt this process known as Raganuga Bhakti, following the eternal associates of Krishna and Braj, Ragatmik Jan, with deep love for Krishna. So that is actually the process. Even Mahaprabhu has explained, as mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita, that without Raganuga Bhakti we cannot go to Braj. So that has to be performed ultimately. But we have to slowly enter into that realm. So that we have to understand. Okay? Anything else? Srimad Bhagavad-Gita ki? Jai.